Yo, what's going on YouTube and welcome back to another Minnesota Twins discussion video. This is the series preview that we've been doing, and we are again facing the Angels. So we just faced them literally a week ago. I mean, May 13th, 14th, and 15th were the last three times we played the Angels. That was at home. We flew out to Seattle. You guys all know that. And then now we're staying on the West Coast and playing the Angels again. So there's a little bit of news, I guess, to go with this. So we're only seeing for sure one pitcher, the starting pitcher at least, that we saw last time. We're not seeing Skaggs. We are not seeing well, okay. For sure we're not seeing Skaggs. I guess that's a given. We are seeing Harvey and taking of his place. The pitcher that we are seeing again is Cahill, and then they have a bullpen day, which is their first game tonight. They're going with a bullpen. Last time, Pena was supposed to start. He did not, and it was Bedrosian instead who started. He got the loss. Now today, and Pena, like I said, was supposed to start, but right now on ESPN, they have Cole listed. Cole pitched in the last game against us, as well as Cahill. Obviously, he started. So those are the two guys that we possibly will see. Cahill being the definite, Cole being iffy, don't know who they'll start yet, but and then Harvey. So those are the three pitchers we're going up against. We have Odorizzi, Pineda, and Perez on the mound. So definitely capable of getting some wins here, but I think a lot of it's going to be run support again, especially with the Angels being one of the toughest teams in the league. They are, at least against us. I don't know if it's a league thing or not, but they are very good against us. So let's go back and look at last time we played them. We won the last two games and lost the first one. Barrios versus Skaggs. Skaggs got the win there. Then Gibson versus Bedrosian. He got the win, Gibson. And then Odorizzi versus Cahill. Odorizzi got the win. So Odorizzi is pitching tonight. Let's go look at how he did last time in that 8-7 win. In the last start that he made versus the Angels, he went 5 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. He has an ERA under 3 now at 2.6, 6-2 record, 46 strikeouts, and a whip of 1. Very, very solid. The last couple of starts as well. I mean, the last time he got a loss was April 10th versus, I think that was Syndergaard then, right? So before that, it was Philly. I mean, look at those. 2 very tough opponents that he's faced, and he lost. But since then, he has gotten the win in New York, 2 wins versus Houston, and the win versus the Angels. So very, very well that he's pitched recently. I think that'll continue tonight, especially against the bullpen. But let's go through that. So Cole, who is projected as of now to start, even though Pena was, whoever starts, it's going to be a bullpen day. I don't expect them to be in there for very long. And it'll just be a normal game for us. We score first, we win. Usually score by the second or third inning, if not sooner. And we'll do fine. But let's take a look at Cole's information, I guess. He's got a 5 ERA. He's coming out of the bullpen. Has only played in 4 games this year. He's 11 strikeouts, a 1.2 whip, 0 saves, because he's a reliever. But the last time he played, he's played in 4 games this year: Seattle, the Yankees, the Twins, and Kansas City. In 3 of those games that he has pitched, he has lost, one of them being the Twins. The last game he pitched was 2 days ago on the 18th, and he pitched 1 out, but gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and struck out 1. That skyrocketed his ERA. But in the previous 3 games, especially in the Twins game when he lost 3-4, he pitched 2 innings, 2 walks to his 4 strikeouts, and that was it. No hits allowed. So, I mean, he faced 6 batters, didn't allow a hit. See if that happens today. I can't remember. Was that the game against Minnesota that we literally didn't get another hit, like, at all in the game? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Shoot, I can't remember. But we had, like, gotten hits through the 4th inning, scored our runs, and then we didn't score or didn't get another hit in the game. I can't remember if that was it or not, but regardless, he did very well against us last time. However, he fell apart in Kansas City. He's lost in the last 3 games. I wouldn't count that game a win. He was the only person to give up runs in that Kansas City game in their 6-3 win. So that just tells you what we're facing right there. He's going to be good, but could he give up a lot of hits? We'll have to see. And obviously, we did see him last time, right? So we know what he's capable of, and now we can adjust to it. But that's the same thing with them for Odorizzi. So I expect it to be a good game, except for I do think we win this one just because Odorizzi's been so good. The next one, Pineda versus Cahill. Let's go to Cahill's last game. This was the last game with Odorizzi. He has a 7 ERA, 2.4 record, 33 strikeouts, a whip of 1.4. The last time he did pitch was against Minnesota. He lost 7-8, but he only went 4.1 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, and 1 strikeout, 2 walks. So that's pretty much it. Did take the loss in that one and basically fell apart. He did pitch decent, but fell apart there at the end. So, is this going to be the same kind of performance we get from our team? You know, like I said, we've done well against the Angels. We scored 8 runs in that last game against the Angels. 11 runs against Seattle. 7 runs and 18 runs in those 4 games. Then we lost yesterday. I've talked about that being the lineup. Different, Kepler, Gonzalez, Castro not playing. I'm sure they all got that day of rest. They'll be back ready for tonight. But as we move forward, are we going to get to Cahill fast? Because I think Pineda really relies on, do we score first? Like a lot of pitchers, it changes the momentum. It changes, the situation of the game. If we score first in this game, I think we will do well. If we jump on top of the ball like we've been doing, I think we'll do well. However, if we start falling behind Cahill, they can start working in their bullpen. Pineda gives up a couple of runs. I think, we could struggle like we've seen him do in the past. However, he got a lot of run support in Seattle when he pitched. And then before that, I think he got the no decision against, I don't even know who that was. Was it Detroit? He got the no decision the last 2 times I think he's pitched, and then the win. So he's done better. It's just going to be how can we get run support and keep that. So I think very possible wins here. But let's go to the last game. It's going to be Perez versus Harvey. Perez last pitched versus Seattle. He did very well in that game. He's now 6-1 on the season. We're going up against Matt Harvey, who we have not seen this year. He is taking the place of Skaggs, like I said, but he has not been doing well. A 6.35 ERA, 2.3 record, 34 strikeouts, a whip of almost 1.5. Not very good. His last 2 times out, he has played Kansas City and Baltimore, the 2 worst teams in the league, basically. He did get the win versus Kansas City. He pitched 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 6 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And before that, got the no decision versus Baltimore in 4 innings. I don't know. His last 3 outings, he has gone under 5 innings or under, so maybe they're starting to use him as sort of an opener, kind of like a shortened starter and then get to their bullpen, or if they've just knocked him out. I mean, he did go 5 innings versus Kansas City and they got the win. So, I think, if we get to him early, again, it's kind of the key to the success of the Twins is getting to these pitchers early. We will do very well against Matt Harvey and try to knock him out early. And if we do this, the previous 2 days, tonight with their bullpen in general, and then tomorrow keeping Pineda in the game, that bullpen is going to be very, depleted for that last game when Harvey has only gone 4 to 5 innings. So very capable of getting some wins here, but, their lineup is very good. Mike Trout, Ohtani, very good. Pujols is in there as well. And, what's his face? La Stella, we have to face him again. Geesh. But we are very capable of winning all 3 of these games, for sure. I do think, we're going to lose one of them just because that's what the Twins do versus good teams. The Angels definitely are a good team. Even though the record might not show it, we're also at the Angels. They are 22-24, so very, very average, I guess. They're very similar to Seattle, except for Seattle's going down. The Angels are kind of just staying flat. So, what do you guys think, though? I mean, if I had to pick a game where we were going to lose, honestly, I'm going to say Perez's game because I just think that it's either going to be Perez or Odorizzi. I feel like one of them are just going to have another bad game. They haven't had a bad game in a while. I think we'll get run support in all 3 of those games, but I just don't know. Maybe I'm just talking crazy. we have a capability to get a win in all 3 of these games. And I'll say it this way. I think one of those 2 games, it's not going to be Pineda's game. I think one of those 2 games will be a loss, but I don't think they get the loss, either Perez or Odorizzi. I think that it will rely on our bullpen, and something's going to happen. Trevor May just gives up a home run, or, something happens. So, but we are very capable of getting a sweep here. However, 2 of 3 should be pretty good. And then we go face Chicago. That'll be fun. But one more thing, guys, if you've stayed till the end, I greatly appreciate it. Let me know who your favorite bobblehead on my wall is right there, if you could just kind of see him, if you stayed until the end here. But the videos will probably be coming out the morning after, at least for these first 2 games. That last game, if they get over quick enough, I guess it's possible, but lately against Seattle for sure, all the games went very late, so I did not post the game review until the next morning. That'll probably be the same for at least the first 2 games. It's kind of possible that last game will be posted that night, but just be aware of that they might come out the next morning. Since they're on the West Coast, they start 2 hours later. And then on that last game, it's 1 hour later. So just be careful of that. But that's all I got for you today. I want to know what you guys think about all 3 of these matchups. I think they're very capable of winning. We'll just have to see how much run support we can get. And we're on the road still against a tough team. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be tough. But I think we are very capable of winning. So what do you guys think? Let me know what bobblehead you like if you're still watching. And we'll see you later.